trials of hell.
What's going on, everybody? This is Chris with Crypto Secret X, and today we're going to be talking a little AMA, talking about Ted and what's been going on with Ted, the resurgence, as we saw Ted jump up after Crypto Gains talked about it a little bit on his video, and I'm going to play that video for you when he was talking about it. But it has seen a resurgence, and I'm going to pull that market cap up for you here. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow, and I want to thank y'all for joining me today. Just Simple AMA, we're going to be here today. I'm going to tell you about 3 coins that I am also holding, which, you know, I stand firmly on. I own them. 2 of them I own a significant amount. One of them is just, you know, everybody knows I don't own the majority of it, but I do own quite a bit of it. I am in the top 10 holders of that wallet right there. But I do want to talk about Ted, and I want to pull that up, and I'm going to go through all of it for you today. And if you have any questions, make sure you drop those questions, comments, and we will answer those as we go. Roughly going to be about a 20-minute AMA as we talk about Ted and some of those things right now, and also talk about some updated coins in the X ecosystem, which I can firmly stand behind. One of them I just actually took completely over now, and I'm really excited about that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. Let's see here. Let's pull up Ted on the DEX screener and look at it. And as you see here, and this is one of the things that, you know, when we start talking about meme coins, a lot of times meme coins go through a period of some type of tribulation trial, something like that. And when we look at Ted, Ted has been around now for 4 months, 28 days, 1,234 holders. Top holder holding 9%, 83, and that holder's been there forever. But it was originated on Pump.fund. That's where Ted originated from. But I do want to show you Ted, and as you look at the graph, and I'm going to show you some things on it that I think you might definitely want to take a look at. So let's see if we can scrunch this thing all together and go back to where Ted first hit the 3 million mark. And let's see here. I think I can get it in like that. See, June. Okay. So you can kind of see how Ted kind of went through all these various spikes here. And then, you know, then it kind of, boom, it went dormant there. You know, launching some other coins, things like that, you know, people taking profit, etc. You go through those points and then you start making a comeback. Now, before you know, we get into the preface that, I want to show you something else that I've looked at before, and a lot of people may not realize that. But the thing about meme coins, it only takes one video, one person to buy, one person to talk about it, one person to say something, and all of a sudden you're going through the roof. One of the things that is what I saw with Ted was it got down to about 48K. Basically, I can show y'all where with Ted I had about 274,000. Now I know it may have not been that actually in there, but that was in my wallet, and I watched it go all the way down to 3,000. You know, sold a little bit, kept some, and then it's kind of just hung there. And then it got quiet. And then a video comes out about, you know, a month later with Crypto Gains talking about it. And then all of a sudden, everybody's in a frantic to buy Ted. And that's the thing about meme coins. They go through stages. Now, the reason I say that is because I want to go back and I want y'all to look at something here. And I mean, there's so much stuff out on Ted. It's unbelievable. And I hear people, you know, sometimes you hear people talking and they're like, oh, it's this, it's that, it's that. You know, the you go through the fudders, the people who panic. I got a delay here a little bit, but I want to show you this particular chart, and the reason I want to show you this chart is because I want y'all to see something here that I noticed that is one of the reasons why, you know, I understand I don't panic invest, and you know I hate being around panic investors. But I want to pull up Bonk, and when Bonk first came out, Bonk came out. Let's see, when was the release date here? Bonk was released. Let's see here. See if I can find that date here. Probably around 12/30/2022 is when Bonk was released. So from 12/30, it hit, you know, a crazy little spike there, right? And it dropped a couple of zeros. Probably everybody who bought it was all pumped. And then all of a sudden, it went through a dormant stage. And that dormant stage lasted from January 15th, 2023. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost a year. It went dormant. And then all of a sudden, something happened and it reached a spike. Then it went up another spike. Then boom, it came back down. Then it went up, and it hadn't turned back around. So a lot of times, you know, it's a shakeout. Sometimes you got to get people out that they do more damage than good. It's just so many different things with memes, because here's the thing with memes, and here's what I've learned over the past. You can't have panic buyers kill your meme coin. And I'm just talking just in general, they kill your meme coin. And when I say they kill your meme coin, because the minute something happens, they get into your Telegram group and they start just going ballistic and crazy. So sometimes when you got those panic buyers, you got to get quiet and hope a lot of them leave. Especially I'm learning now in the meme coin system, because those are the people that do more damage than do good for any meme coin. And to get your meme coin to last, you just need a few solid people to kind of invest. And I'm going to show you one coin that I can prove that on. But when you look at TED, again, Crypto Gains put TED in his $1 million portfolio for the next bull run. And so right now, let's see, let's go to the X page of TED. Let's see here. Let's go to TED. Look at TED. All right, so when we pull up TED here, and I want to show this with y'all now. When you pull up TED, we got the followers are still at 998 followers. And again, we still post 241. So you see what I mean by, you know, it just boom and shot up. And that was 241, September 27th. It is, what's today's date now? Let me look at the date here.
Are you a small business owner trying to design a website? You should definitely
see here. Date. I just want to get the date. 227, and it spiked up. So 2 days ago. 2 days ago, it went to 241, then it went to 223. And today we're sitting at roughly about 185. So that's probably from a few sales you have right there. But the thing about it is you see everything here with the 204, and this is what happened. People started buying, because all of a sudden you heard a buy alert from Crypto Gains saying, hey, I'm going to be holding TED. And so now all of a sudden, boom, that's the video right there where he's talking about it. He's just talking about the money he could put in and what he could get. Let's see if I can play some of that.
Market cap. That just seems mad because it's so tiny. 21 million is tiny, man. If it goes there, it might be dead forever now. But if it goes there, I make my $740, I think I've got in there. About $700. It's mad money. So I can't even do it in my head. Look, 740. Is it like 53,000? I don't know. Let's have a look.
You see that?
Something like that. Hold on, I've done it wrong. I'm getting like my head's going. $700 times it by 500. I think it's like 350. I don't know. 35,000. Yeah, what? Is that right?
300.
My $700 would turn to 350,000. Really?
So you see what I'm talking about when it comes to what he's talking about. You heard one person talk about it, and all of a sudden, boom, it sparked a buy alert. And so that's the thing about meme coins. Meme coins anybody can spark a coin to just skyrocket. The people who benefit are the people who buy and hold. They buy in the low and they sold in the high. And so that's one of the things that I want you to see. And then when you start understanding that, you'll see why a lot of people continuously keep coming back to TED. No matter what they say, no matter what the fudders say and all of that, people continuously keep coming back. Even the fudders are still hanging around. They're not gone. They're still in the groups. They're still on the page. They still comment. You don't hang around something unless you know it's completely, like, I don't see a lot of people hanging in the graveyard. If you follow what I'm saying, there's not a lot of people that go to the graveyard and just sit there because they know that's dead. But there are people that go around situations that they feel like could jump off a spark, so they hang around, and that's what you see a lot of people doing right now. And again, it just takes one or two YouTubers that bought in at this particular price now, and they know they have those huge followers, and they say one thing, and boom, it's a baller. And in Crypto Gains Group, I'm a part of that. His group, that there are some large whales, people that buy, and I've seen Ted in that group. I've seen it, and so that's why you just don't know what can spark it. You just don't know what can happen with any coin. And the one thing that kills coins is people who like to spread FUD. And some people spread FUD in order for you to sell, so they can buy more or buy it at a low rate because they missed it. And so it's like, boom, I just spread some FUD to try to get in. That's why, I understand holding your coins when you buy it low, just hold it and just, because things always have a way of coming back. It's just the nature of people. You can come back. You come back as long as you have a will, you can come back. We see it all the time. We see, you look at the presidency. People lose the presidential race all the time, then they make comebacks. People, it's just so many different things where people make comebacks. And that's the thing. And so, some people, like, you get through, around those judgmental people, and they're judging. But judge, I always say a lot, but when it comes to meme coins, the ones I bought, the ones I'm getting ready to buy, I'm just quiet until I buy. But I'm going to show you the power of what happens when you do hold, and the significant ground of how, when you got somebody that will hold and buy a significant amount, what happens to it. And so that's what's going on with Ted. I don't know, Ted. It's so sporadic with Ted that Ted could run at any given moment. It just takes one person to spark this thing. You saw it, and it can just run. And I mean, when it runs, Ted runs, like it runs. And so that's the thing. That's why, it's there. And that's why you still have over 1,000 holders there, because that's what they're doing. They saw the spark. Some people bought it 2 million, and they're like, oh man, 2 million, that's when I bought it. It's down here. And then just with one video, it went up, golly, 7x of one video. So imagine what happens when you get several people buying, what happens when they start talking about it, when they've bought at these type prices. So if you got it in early, if you got it at a lower rate, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will tell you, TED is very sporadic. So it's something that could move at any given time. I don't know. I know sometimes when I do videos in the past, when I've done videos on TED, I've seen the price, always go up. And so it's just different things that spark TED. What we have been doing, we have been equating some of the new videos here. I love this video right here where they talk about TED.
This morning when I was 8 years old, I wish I'd just gotten a Teddy Ruxpin.
I'm gonna pause it. I don't want to play too much because I may get a copyright strike anyway. But I think I love that part right there, and they been adding some of those things in. But this one to kind of touch bases. But that's what's going on with TED. And so wanted to let you know, if you hold TED, again, I'm not your advisor, but I hold TED and I'm continuous to hold. I know what I'm looking for, and I know the capabilities of TED. And so I'm going to leave it with that. But don't be surprised when you start hearing other people talk about it outside of me and other people. So there are more people in TED than you think. And some of them are just waiting for some of the big mouth people to get out. Is what I was told. I'm just telling you what I was told. All right. So let's move on. Now, I want to show you another coin. I got in this one right here. I now am probably the top holder of it. I've been buying it on the dips. I'm about to buy it now. And I've been holding for a while. It's been kind of dormant, but it's been holding there. And I want to show you is MAD. And so let me show you MAD here. And then I'm going to talk about the game plan and what we got. And this is part of what I call the X system, ecosystem of strong coins. Another one, this is very strong at 3. And now I'm going to show you the chart because I want you to see it. Okay. Look at this chart right here. Okay. Now you don't see any huge, like boom, like that, like those huge dips. You don't see that. You see where it was right here, and it just continuously kept going up, 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 up. This is the power of having a few people that believe in it, hold it, and want to invest in it and understand the process. I want to say it again. This is the process of a few people believing in it and holding it to get it there. That's what I want y'all to see. It's not, and it's 108 people in there instead of 319K. Man, let's look at it again. It's not 20. It's 319K. And it runs, but it has a strong base. It may be MAD. Look at the chart, and you don't see that. And it's been out now for 2 months, and you don't see that significant drop. You know why? The reason I can tell you this chart looks like this is because there's not a lot of people. Okay, there's not a lot of people that's in it right now. I'm going to start talking about. I am one of the huge holders of it, but you see now this is a chart that is up, little drop, and then it spikes up. Every time it dipped, we took it up. And so like we had people that got in, and then when they got in, what our thing was every time somebody sold, we was going to buy theirs back. And we made a conscious effort to buy. And this is when you have people on the same page. Nobody's fudding, everybody's working together, and boom. And it's a few people. And now you got a strong base there. 2 months. Right now, it has a liquidity of 58K, 319K market cap. And it's been holding. And it's been holding over a period of time. And so that's the thing right there. You don't see that. And I can flat line it down all the way to one line. And look, that's what I'm saying. I can take it up where you can go into detail with it, and boom, There you go. So that's a coin. I'm continuously buying. I DCA in that one. And I didn't want to talk about it at all until I became a majority owner. And so now I am a majority owner of it. And now it's at a place where I can talk about it now. And it is it's a good project, and that's another one. But it's been out for 2 months. It's been out for 2 months, and it's been holding. And you're going to see some things with MAD, but it's another group. They're also working on that. And so I just wanted to share it. So 2, TED runs sporadically, MAD, strong baseline, and now I'm about to tell you about the third one. And now we're starting to see Teddy rock, and other things are coming, but now we're starting to see it because now we're starting to build strong foundations, affordable, very, very strong foundations in the whole network. So now that's what's going on with TED. See Pinky Coin Solana. Let's see there. But then I want to show you one more, and that's Game Plan. And Game Plan is another one. And actually just bought another big hunk of it, and we're burning this one. And so now not only do we our own Game Plan, but we're going to be burning tons of it coming up down the pike. And so, of course, you got the people that's going to sell in the beginning. Okay, they're going to sell in the beginning, but every time Game Plan, and let me show you what happened with Game Plan. All right, Game Plan came out, and listen to this. This is when you don't have everybody on the same page. Game Plan went to 883 million. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? It went to 883 million because I know that there's not many tokens left to buy. It's only 40 million, right? Now, today I just burned 51 million, and I'm going to be burning a lot more of it. Okay. This is tied to a foundation. This is used for sports athletics. It's tied in with kids, and it's also helping youth organizations as far as in fundraising opportunities and introducing crypto to rural areas. So this one has more of a different use. So now we have 3 coins, and his own explain to you. TED has been around, one of the OGs, 4 months, and it runs sporadic. There are a lot of different YouTubers in TED that I didn't know about that are holding. The second one is MAD. MAD is one that I am a majority owner. It is 3K holding. Very strong foundation. Game Plan, which is going to go through a massive burn. Okay, and the massive burn is going to also help with the price. Right now it's 700 million. It was 800 some million. We've already burned 51 million. Probably gonna burn another 51 million here coming up pretty soon. Then we're gonna burn another 51 million. The goal for Game Plan is get it to 77 million. On top of that, tying it in with various youth organizations around, and also helping them as far as becoming a fundraiser type for them. So there's some other things we're doing, scholarship and other things like that. But though that's a part of the X ecosystem. And so the thing is, just getting those strong coins, strong financial line there, in which, when you talk about it, because what I've experienced over the past, 4 months, when I have launched a coin, is that there were a lot of people buying like huge amounts of it, like huge. Okay. And the problem is I don't know when they're going to sell. So what happens when they sell, they just plummet the price. I mean, I say plummet like plummet. And then a lot of times they're not on the same mission that I have. So what happens is, they once they get their money, they're gone. Or when they make their money back, they're gone. So my thing is to own the coin, own it, and then you have more control to do things with it. Burns, if you choose to do airdrops and all that stuff, but you have a significant portion. So that's one of the things. But we're gonna keep burning game plan. Mad, we're gonna keep running Mad. Mad is a very, very, very stable. And it's from the Mad magazine, 1952. You got to look that up. Alfred E. Newman. Now, there was a fake coin made. It's called Alfred P. Newman, but this is Alfred E. Newman. Got some graphics, cartoons coming out on Game Plan. Also got some graphic arts coming out on TED. So if you're, and so here's how I look at it if you're the investor. If you're the investor that says, hey, I'm looking for more something that can run at any given moment, all right? Any given moment. I'm going to buy when it's low. That's TED, because TED can run like at any given time. I don't know when. I don't know. We can wake up tomorrow and TED's sitting at 2 million. You know what I'm saying? But it's a sporadic kind of run. Then you may be the meme coin investor, say, hey, I want to get memes. I want to get in the bull run, but I don't want something that, wake up tomorrow and then the next day it's down to 12,000. Then I would say right now, I would say Mad. Okay. Now, if I wanted to get in on the beginning of something and I know that they're burning and I know he owns a lot of it, I like what they're doing with kids and all that stuff, then I would say Game Plan. So I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling you the avenues of the meme coins and what I'm doing with them. And so that's what I'm doing. And I hope y'all enjoy that. But I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today. Kind of see, I know, and this is based off some of the questions I got. I will say, a lot of people hit me in the group, calling. Some of that access that I gave before, I'm not going to give that kind of access now. But I will answer, in the Telegram group. But the thing about it is that I don't want to deviate from, the vision of what I see. And a lot of times you can talk to so many people, they can kind of get you off track going a different route. And I don't want to do that. And that was one of the ways I was able to get, Mad, but also strengthen it. And then also Game Plan was another one. People didn't understand what I was doing in Game Plan. Now they're like, now they kind of understand what I'm doing. And being able to burn 51 million is still not worried about burning. I burned 90 million with TED, but that wasn't a good, that's my Alexa, but that wasn't a good look to do that. It strengthened it, but it's still, it can run. There's a lot of people that own it. With TED, I just don't know when TED is going to run, but TED will run. All right. Marketing and stuff, I don't want to talk about that here because I got teams of people and we're coming out with things. And I've learned now from past, when you start saying stuff either prematurely or too early, sometimes, but just know we are working in the background, and we are doing some things. And I can just tell you this, if you break it down, the type of investor you are, then that's what I would say. But one thing I really, I think you got to look at just what are your goals as an investor and what are you looking to get out of it, and then kind of analyze it from there. I just kind of broke it down for you, like is what we're doing with the coins and the actual personality of each coin. So sporadic, can run anytime. Boom, you wake up in the morning, it's 2 million and up. And because there's a lot of people that's TED, man, and TED is here. And in a bull run, TED could be that coin that just takes off. Really strong, slow investment, steady. You're not, you Mad, the panicky, scared kind, Mad. More of mission style person, the movement, I would say Game Plan. But the reason I can stand so strong on Game Plan Mad because I know what I own in those, and I know what my plans are. And so those are the things I just want to let you know. So you make the choice of what you choose to invest. If you choose not to invest, that's fine. But we're gonna make this thing roll. Like for instance, this is what I mean by this. Somebody with Game Plan, they sold I think it was like, what did they sell? $592, and somebody sold 2. Then if you bump up, 799 was bought, bam, just like that, 5 million, and pulled it right back up. But that 5 million, boom, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, and then it triggered a bunch of buys. But what's going to happen is, the burns are going to start more and more, and those people that are selling that going to be like, man, I should have waited. I should have bought a little bit more, because every time you burn a token, what happens is the money's spread out. It concentrates how the money's spread out. So I gave somebody else an example of this. If you have a pie and you cut it into 10 slices and you got 10 people there, well, everybody's going to get 1 slice, But if you have a pie and you cut off, 6 people and you only got 4 and you got 10 slices there, and everybody's going to get roughly 2 and maybe a half. You cut off, down to 2 people, then we both going to get half and half. So the more you burn, the more the money gets concentrated. The more the money gets concentrated, the more it goes up. What I saw that with the bar, and I did a video for the bar, and that meme coin went up to, golly, man, I think it was almost like $100 or something like that. It's way up there. But I've been studying with those guys and listening to some of their burn mechanisms, and I think it's really good. And that's been implemented with Game Plan. And so Game Plan, it's not going to be sitting at 700 million for 2 months. I can tell you that. The burns are going to come, and the burns are going to come very fast. And so if you wanted to buy, without me being your advisor, I would tell you to buy now. And here's what I mean by that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to the Twitter page here real fast, and I'll show you. And it's not going to be something that I announce and say, hey, I'm burning Game Plan. I'm just going to burn it and not tell anybody. And all you're going to see is this right here. You'll see, boom. We just burned, let's see, where is it at? 22 million. Boom. We just burned 29 million. And that's all it's going to be. So, and then you'll see something like this right here. So you'll see that. But that's the Telegram, the Game Plan. Got people making some art. I love this right here, how they did this. This is really neat. What they did with Game Plan there. And so that's that. We also got, the memes, all this stuff coming out. So you see a lot of stuff with Game Plan. So it was a lot of thought. We got a lot of graphic arts coming out. You'll see this one right here.
Every big dream starts with a little spark. With a little practice and a lot of heart.
So you see, we do have the commercials there. With Ted, the thing with me, with Ted, and here's my thing. There was a time where I had like over, I would say 160 some million, but I've already burned 90 million of Ted. And so I burned quite a significant amount in the beginning. But that was my first coin. I launched it on Pump Fund. And so, of course, with Pump Fund, they don't tell you, hey, it's a recommendation you buy 80% of your token or 90%. They just tell you to put 0.02 Solana. First time I ever did it. So I didn't buy much. I bought like maybe 2 Solana, something like that, 3. And then, but I bought, I'm just using that, but I bought quite a bit, but then I burned quite a bit of it. And so there's already been a big burn. I still own it, but there are people in TED that own more than me, even though people label me as a dev, but there are people at the top that own more than me. The second thing after learning that and understanding about when people do buy in with those huge amounts, it's like not having one dev, but in actuality, you have 10 or 12 devs. So when people own like, 80 million over here, 90 million over here, 45 million over here, 50 million over there, 60 million over there, 100, you don't have one dev. You have a person talking about it, but you don't have one dev now, because any of those people can kind of, shake the charts. But when you talk about coins where you own like, 60, 70, 80% of the token, now you got more control of it, which, a lot of people in the beginning, they didn't like that. But I'm telling you, that's why so many meme coins go to zero, is because you don't know everybody that you have buying it. You may know the top 5 or 6, but when you got 1,000 people, you don't know that. We had Looney. Looney was up to 4 million, and we had somebody sell 30 million. And here's the thing about that: when you launch your coin on Pump Fund and people buy like 50, 30 million, every time somebody sees a big sale, the dev's selling. The dev may not be the majority holder. And so what happens is when that person sells, now you're sitting with egg on your face because you can't really vouch for them. And so that's the thing. And that's what a lot of people they don't understand. And so when you talk about meme coins and you're getting into it, you need a strong holder that holds a lot, that's been battle tested. And I'm telling you, I know for sure there's one thing people can't say. I've been battle. I've had the $272,000. I've had it when it was 86,000, and I didn't take any profit, none. And so now hindsight's 2020. You look back and you think about everybody that was in it, and they benefit. You kind of like, man, where they at now? You kind of say to yourself, and you say, well, who was you holding for? But my thing is, through all those processes and what I've learned now you got to own your token. You got to stay with what you believe in. And you got to do it the way that you're going to do it. Everybody there's 7 billion people in the world, 7 billion. Okay. 1,000 is not even a fraction of the people that's in the world. The internet goes out globally. Okay. So you can't just base what you have off 2 people that want to do it this way. Let them go do their own. And I've had people in the group, they went and done their own coin. And I've seen with that, still didn't work. And we're still working. So it is a work in process, but you gotta own it. And so now, that means you got to put your money up on it and stand behind it. And that's basically what I did there. And so we're getting stronger. It's just a revamping, a learning process. And many of YouTubers that have done meme coins, a lot of them, some of them sitting at 1 million, some of them are sitting at like 500,000. The struggle is, and here's the biggest struggle is, when people buy and you don't own, they sell, people panic. And so the only way to help people not panic is to own it. So now when I'm sitting and talking to you, I'm like, hey, this coin right here, that means, like, here's the thing with game plan. If you look at game plan, Raydium, let me explain something to you. This right here. Raydium only has a small portion of it. So I can afford to burn I can burn a ton of this stuff. And the price will go crazy. Okay? Crazy. And so I still got a few people in there that I'm kind of looking at some of those wallets and was wondering, who's holding, who's not. But I am like mad. I am trying to buy a significant portion of it, which I already have. And see, with MAD, that's one of the things why MAD is able to hold over that long period of time, because it's like I'm holding it there. And the people that's with me, they're holding it. But I know them. And so I know they're holding. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what makes your coin stronger. But when you just talking to people behind a picture and you don't know, everybody got a motive, some kind of motive, some kind of, tweaks in between. So that's why in the Telegram group, I just shut it down when it comes to sending messages, because my thing is, I don't want somebody else spreading FUD in our groups and messing it up, because I've seen people do that too. And so just to cut it out, that's just the way we're doing it. And Mad was able to hold game plan is fine. Ted, you already saw what happened when Crypto Games talked about it. We're not even nowhere near bull run. And so if you want to invest, that's what I'm doing here at the X. And I just want to thank y'all for joining me today. I'm not going to stay long, even though it's 40 minutes. Told myself I was only going to stay on 20 minutes. The fly, that may not answered your question, but I've seen you on the Twitter page. Thanks for all the retweets, things like that. Pinky Coin, I don't know who made the coin. I don't know anything about you, but I do know you've been around and tweeting and stuff and that. So I don't know if you're a person that was in the original, my first group, or the second group that came. And so, but I've learned a lot from all those groups on that end. So my thing is now, got to do it the way, I want to do it. And those who come will come, and those who leave will leave. But we've got them strong here now, and I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, I'm not going to stay on any much longer than that. Just wanted to kind of come and talk. Still going to be doing the videos. The time is going to be kind of, I can't give a set time because I got a lot of other things outside of this that I'm doing now. And so just to come on and stay, 12, 11, 12 o'clock. But I am, like in game plan, I have linked the videos in game plan. So when like people type in dev, they'll come straight. I've doxed the videos there so people can come there. There's a lot of things like Shield, got the Chinese template in game plan, got the Chinese template in MAD, the Spanish template in MAD, the regular template in MAD. Now I'm going to have control of the Twitter page, Telegram group, and all of that. So get ready. TED still pumping out. There's so much stuff on TED, it's ridiculous. Got a ton of stuff out on TED. So retweet it, get it out there. Whatever one you're invested in, invest wisely, be smart now. But that's what's going on here at the X, man. I want to thank y'all for joining me here today. And like I always say, and this has a lot of validity to me now, more than ever. You'll never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never in your life climb a mountain without stumbling. Until next time, I'm out.
Let it step into the X, can you feel me?